In the quiet town of Eldemir, nestled between misty hills, there was a library that no one dared to visit after sundown. The library, known as the Archive of Echoes, was ancient. Its walls lined with books so old they seemed to breathe with secrets. The townsfolk believed that at night, the library whispered to itself, its books coming alive to recount the stories they held. Amelia, a 16-year-old girl with a love for mysteries, had always been fascinated by the Archive of Echoes. While others warned her to stay away, she couldn't resist the pull of the forbidden. One chilly evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Amelia decided to uncover the truth. Carrying only a lantern and her courage, she pushed open the heavy oak doors. The library smelled of parchment and time, and the silence was so deep it pressed against her ears. She wandered the aisles, her lantern casting flickering shadows on the rows of books. Then she heard it, a soft murmuring sound like dozens of voices speaking at once. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice trembling. The whispers grew louder, converging into a single voice that seemed to come from a large dusty tome on a pedestal in the center of the library. Drawn to it, Amelia opened the book, and to her shock, the words began to rearrange themselves on the page. "Help us," the book pleaded. Before she could respond, the room shimmered, and Amelia found herself no longer in the library. Instead, she stood in a vast ethereal landscape where the sky was a swirling canvas of ink and stars. Around her were figures made entirely of light, each holding a book close to their chest. One of the figures stepped forward. "We are the keepers of stories," it said. Long ago, the library was a sanctuary for knowledge and imagination, but a dark force known as the Eraser seeks to destroy stories, to wipe out the worlds within them. We've been trapped here, unable to protect the tales that give life meaning. Amelia realized the whispers she'd heard were the voices of forgotten stories crying out for salvation. The keepers told her that only a mortal with a true love for stories could free them by unlocking the library's heart, a hidden chamber that held the source of stories. Her journey through the library's enchanted world was perilous. She faced riddles, escaped traps, and confronted shadowy figures sent by the Eraser. Each trial tested her courage and her belief in the power of imagination. Along the way, she discovered she could enter the worlds of the books, experiencing the adventures they held firsthand. In the final chamber, Amelia found the source of stories, a glowing orb surrounded by swirling pages. As she reached for it, the Eraser appeared, a shadowy figure with piercing red eyes. It spoke in a voice like crumbling paper. "You cannot save them. Stories are nothing but fragile illusions." Summoning her courage, Amelia replied, "Stories are what make us human. They are the heart of our dreams and the keepers of our truths." With that, she touched the orb, unleashing a wave of light that banished the Eraser and restored the library to its former glory. Amelia awoke back in the library, the book on the pedestal glowing faintly. The whispers were gone, replaced by a sense of peace. She knew the Archive of Echoes was alive again, its stories safe. From that day forward, the library became a place of wonder for the townsfolk, who no longer feared it but embraced its magic. As for Amelia, she became the library's guardian, ensuring that no story was ever forgotten again.